Get ready, Staten Island.
The Ferry Hawks are back at SIUH Community Park July 7th to the 12th for a 6-game series against the High Point Rockers. Tonight, first pitch is at 6:30. It's Thirsty Thursday with $5 Bud and Bud Light Drafts. Friday, July 10th, first pitch is at 7 p.m. May the Force be with you on Star Wars Night with post-game kids glow around the bases with special lightsaber training packs.
Visit ferryhawks.com now to lock in your seats. Katz and Cosby, entertaining and informative
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Well, coming in right now is Chairman Joe Gruters of the Republican National Committee. And, well, Joe, thank you for stopping by today. And boy, it's Thursday. I'm sorry the sun isn't shining in New York. But give us a report. What the heck is going on?
Hey, first off, every time I come to New York, I love seeing you. So thanks so much for always hosting me and opening up your office. But listen, the party's in great shape. We just had a massive win last week from the Supreme Court. One of the things, when the president asked me to take over this position as chairman of the party, he said, we have to win the midterms, and we do that by, focusing on the grassroots, and we have to be strong and make sure these elections are safe, fair, and secure. And election integrity is important. And we have 150 lawsuits across the country. We're attacking every single day. We're winning a lot of lawsuits. As a matter of fact, we just sued on behalf of Arizona, a law that they passed to make sure the voter rolls are clean. And so when we have 17 states we've already sent election integrity workers to. But the biggest win we've had all year was this case last week on the coordinated campaign limits. And what that basically means is, before this case happened, came out by the Supreme Court, we were prohibited from spending money over a certain limit with our federal candidates. So it means if you're running for Congress, 66,000 we hit, we can no longer talk to you. So what happens, it creates a lot of inefficiencies because we don't know what you're doing. Members of the Republican collective are spending money on your behalf, and there's just a lot of wasted money. Now we could coordinate fully 100% with our candidates. We could see exactly what they're doing, and our dollars, which, by the way, we have more cash on hand in the history of the party than we've ever had before at any time, 3 months running. We will now be able to spend those dollars at the candidate rate, which means if we're sitting on $127 million, that may be worth, because we could buy this mail not at the nonprofit rate and lowest possible TV rate, it's worth like $300 million. And the reason why that's such a big deal is because the Democrat National Committee has negative $4 million in the bank. So we're going to obliterate these guys from running in terms of spending and making sure that we spend either at parity or more than the Democrats. So we're in absolutely fabulous shape. But we just have to take this momentum and continue to build on it. And but I'm excited. But that's a huge Supreme Court win last week.
Mr. Chairman, the national common sense Democrats, are they realizing what's happening to their party?
Listen, they are. I just don't think they believe what's happening. But you could see it because all you have to do is listen to the candidates. Look at what happened in New York within these Democrat primaries. And this is why we have a chance in November, is because the left is putting up these candidates that are so far, they're radical leftists that are communist. I mean, they're proposing open borders. They're proposing, forget about cashless bail. They don't want prisons at all. And they're just disconnected from reality. And that's what this November race is going to be about. It's going to be one side that's completely crazy and nuts, and the other side that's for reasonableness, common sense, that's going after, this president has been going after and fighting for the working man ever since he first got elected. And when you have the D.C. elitists over the last 5 decades that have been selling the American worker down the river, this president stepped up, fighting for him every single day, trying to make sure everybody has a path to the American dream. That's what it's all about, and that's why we're going to end up being successful in November, because you're right. The matchups that the left are giving us are terrible. Look at Plattner. Look at Michigan, El Said, Talafrico down in Texas. All these congressional candidates, not only here in New York, but they've elected in their primaries nominees in Colorado, in Iowa, in New Jersey that are socialists, and socialists have taken over the left. They've taken over the Democrat Party, and I think the Democrat Party may cease to exist in 10 years.
Well, I mean, is there anybody standing up in the Democratic Party? I know that I interviewed the former, senator from West Virginia, and he says, I can't be a Democrat anymore. Joe Manchin. Nice guy. And I understand Josh Shapiro is starting to revolt in Pennsylvania. We need common sense. I mean, and the only people offering common sense right now are the Republicans.
Because the Democrats know that if they speak up against these Democrat socialists, that they know they're going to lose their next race. And so they've kowtowed to them, and the DSA is running the party for the left. That's why the left is in a death spiral. We have the favorable matchups as a result of them allowing their crazies to win these primaries. We have the candidates we want. We actually went out and recruited candidates that could win these tough seats. Look at Mike Rogers in Michigan, Sununu in New Hampshire. We have, of course,
I like him, by the way.
He's a great guy.
He's a good guy. He's
an engineer by trade, so he's a little straight and narrow, a little dry, but
a common sense businessman.
Common sense business guy, and he's going to do a great job in the Senate. And what that's going to do is, when we send up these MAGA warriors, Paxton and others, back to D.C., we're going to pass the Save America Act. We're going to pass, continue to push Trump's agenda, and we're going to have a lot of success.
We got so much to talk about. Let's talk about it on Sunday, too. And thank you for coming on this Thursday night.
Always appreciate you.
Anyone can sell electronics. At Electronics Expo, they do more than sell products. They design, install, and support complete technology solutions. From home theaters and whole home audio to lighting, shades, automation, networking, security cameras, and premium entertainment systems. For over 22 years, they've helped thousands of homeowners experience technology at its very best. See the difference for yourself. Visit their Wayne or Paramus stores in New Jersey or shop now at electronicsexpo.com.